Okay, perfect.
Hello, ladies. We will start our meeting now. And like I was just speaking, Kathy McNabb is unable to be with us. And so we will try to move forward. As you know, I am a former business teacher. I was at Perry High School for 100 years and then retired and didn't like retirement. So I love business education. It was so weird to not be around business education. So I've lived in Stillwater forever. And so I'm the administrative assistant here, and I don't mind kind of going backwards, if you want to say that. But I want a job where I can kind of walk in, walk out. And I just love it. And I still get to talk to you guys. So bear with me. I just learned yesterday to share my screen and things like that. So if you guys would want to hop on to ctu.org, I'm going to share my screen out there. Tracy, would you be able to take notes for me?
Yeah.
Since I'm kind of new and maneuvering here. So while y'all are getting on CTU, and I'm going to share my screen.
CTU.
.org.
CTYOU. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
CTYOU.org.
Okay.
And tell me if you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
What did you click on to get there, or we'll just watch?
Okay, so log in and then go to teacher resources, which mine is on my left.
Teacher certifications. Oh, just go to resource center.
Well, you have to go to BMITE. You have to go to click down.
Oh, click BMITE first.
Yes.
Okay. And then teacher.
Yes.
Teacher centers.
Resources.
Oh, I don't.
So let me go back, Cynthia. So are you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I see it. Teacher resources. Got it.
Okay.
Okay. And then I need to log in.
Yeah, you have to log in.
Oh, okay.
So you should be at my screen.
I'm not there, but you may keep going, dear.
Okay. So as you heard earlier, everything that we do is based upon the futuring panel's decisions and what they taught us. So everything we do is driven by that and from MBA. So I want the first thing that they've asked us to talk about is the new sequence of courses. So if you will scroll down from go to curriculum in this box up here.
Curriculum/programs.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And then you'll see the big blue words, curriculum.
Yes.
Click on that.
Okay.
Oh, and there was sequence of courses. Let me go back. Let me go back one. There's my sequence of courses. Okay, so if you're here, is everybody with me?
I can't see your screen.
Oh.
I mean, you're sharing your screen, and I guess as you're moving from one link to another, it's just showing your desktop actually. Is that what you see, Tracy?
Yeah.
Just her blue just
how's that?
Okay. There it goes.
Okay.
Now I see it.
Okay. So is everyone here?
Uh-huh.
So you can see all those old ones. We want to click on the top one.
Oh.
And then it will open in a PDF.
Sequence of courses. I'm logged in, but go in on the curriculum and
yeah, it's under curriculum, yeah.
And then click on it again now. No, it keeps taking me back. I really want this. I really need that. Where did you go to get that? BMITE sequence, of course.
Our staff spent many hours working on these.
Man.
So I want Cynthia to make sure she gets there.
Okay.
I'm logged in as Cynthia, and I clicked on the BMITE teacher resources,
Yes, and then curriculum and something.
curriculum / programs.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
Okay, and then,
sequence of courses.
but, oh, okay, hang on a minute. Try this one more time. Go to career, and then sequence of courses.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Now open it, and it's going to be in a PDF.
Yes. Okay, it's downloading. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the new one, but this first one opens up for business management administration. Let's scroll down
Okay,
to
scroll
finance.
to finance. Okay, I see
Okay,
that.
here we go.
Oh,
Here is
wow.
what we suggest tech centers use. Of course, you both know you don't have to, but
Fundamentals.
our K-12 schools do.
Hmm.
So your sending schools have to follow this. So what we need from both of you is to look at this, and you may need to enlarge it. It's pretty little.
Mhm.
So let me explain that there are the clusters, and then the pathways, and then the program areas, and it reads from left to right. And then the gray area is optional.
Okay, hang on a second. So we're looking under sequence of courses for finance cluster, correct?
Yes, ma'am. See
And
there?
then we're looking at the pink or red bars, and it's saying accounting, business finance, banking services, and insurance.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
the name of my career major is accounting and banking services.
Okay, so you would follow the top one is our suggestion and the banking services.
Okay, thank you.
That's our suggestion. And these are brand new. And we would like for you all, if you could look at those and tell me, does anything need changed? Is anything wrong? Do any of the sequences need reviewing? Or new areas need to be developed? And Tracy, I'm going to ask you to write down.
Any suggestions? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
As far as what we offer at the tech center, we do have, we're still calling it financial clerk. I'm kind of like the old career clusters or career majors called a financial clerk.
Mm-hmm.
We did away with the accounts receivable, accounts payable, just because not many students were selecting that. My adult students coming in, a lot of them were on Pell, so they were going for the larger career majors with more hours, full chart bookkeeper. I had a couple of payroll. I went ahead and left payroll out there, but I may end up dropping that. It seems like my high school kids start with financial clerk, but I think really accounting clerk is probably a better term for that. But it is basically, it looks like the same courses under your accounting clerk of fundamentals, accounting 1, fundamentals of admin tech 1, and then a capstone. So it's the same courses. I'm just calling it financial clerk.
Okay.
And that was the old title for that career major, but I'm up for changing it. I know you said career tech centers can kind of do their own thing. They don't have to follow the recommendation like K-12, but I do think accounting clerk probably is a better name for that. So.
Okay, so that would be our suggestion.
Okay.
If you wouldn't mind to change from financial clerk to accounting clerk.
And
okay.
Tracy, you see the hours on that for the 480 hours? I've got 525 hours. How many hours are you allowing for accounting clerk / financial clerk?
Well, what we've done in our area, we increased the accounting 1 because I cover 17 chapters. 120 hours just was not enough. for me to get all that stuff in. So I had increased it to 240. So, but then I had dropped my program capstone down to 80. So, let me
Okay,
add
and
up.
for me to do that, I would need to get the approval from the State Department, or I can do that.
Well, I worked with our financial aid coordinator because it came down to making some changes that would affect students that were on financial aid.
Oh,
So, but she said she took care of it. She documented the changes. I'm not sure. Do you know, Pamela?
No, I do not know any, I did not work on this.
well, it makes sense to
Okay.
me because
not
the
sure.
high school students coming, thank God for NGL Sync accounting online, you know. But they come in and there's no way they're covering those 17 chapters and all of the above. The high school students, when they come in,
Yeah.
it's not happening
Mhm.
for the accounting one book.
I had to tweak a lot of it. I had to eliminate some of the randomized problems or some of the challenge problems. I'm letting students kind of work at their own pace. I start out doing lecture classes in the beginning till they get debits and credits down, and they feel good and confident about it. Then we kind of let them work at their own pace. Again, because I have some all-day students and some half-day students. So,
But
but I do think 480 hours is a little bit. I don't know. It's going to be hard to get all that curriculum in 480 hours.
Is that under accounting clerk you're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
well, no, yeah, under the accounting clerk career major, that 480 hours, that's not enough.
Okay, not enough, okay. And Tracy, you'll make that in your notes.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
So,
I'm just the overseer here. I don't really know what y'all are.
Okay.
so Tracy, what's the total hours you have allocated for that, those, you know, courses under the accounting clerk?
It was 600 and then we had made that change. So we dropped it to, I think it's down to 525.
Okay, because 525 hours for high school students is all that's the maximum. Okay.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
some of that had to do with, talking to my administrators and Pell. Janie Pryor is our financial aid coordinator. And she said, yes, they have to have 600 hours to get Pell, but she said, when we look at clock hours, we want to make sure those students, if they come to EOC Tech 1 year, we want to make sure they can complete that career major within that year. So we tweaked it down to 525. So that's my suggestion is keep it. I mean,
keep it at 525.
When they can finish it in 1 year, but accounting one to cover all of that material was hard to get in 120 hours.
So what about accounting associate? Do you think we're needing to talk about each one of these in this meeting, or?
Tracy, what is the accounting associate? I don't know what that.
Well, looking at it, and it includes computerized accounting 1 and 2, fundamentals 1 and 2, and then optional math and finance. It kind of looks like it's
the accounts payable receivable clerk.
Well,
that full charge bookkeeping.
Looks like it's more like accounts receivable payable, because it doesn't have, or maybe full charge bookkeeper, except it's lacking
administrative technologies too.
I don't see payroll.
Well,
I don't see a payroll class in there like I have. Do you have a payroll class?
Yes, I have payroll.
Yeah, I see
QuickBooks.
payroll. Okay,
I have computerized. Computerized.
Yeah, that looks like maybe it is full charge bookkeeper.
Well, there's payroll. I do see payroll.
Yeah.
Where's computerized accounting or QuickBooks? Where's that?
It's right to the left of payroll accounting.
Oh, sure is. There it is. And then where's accounting too? There it is.
To the right. Yeah.
This all looks like
we call it full charge bookkeeper. Yes.
Called what?
It's called full charge bookkeeper.
Okay.
But and you know, just like I used to call it financial clerk, I think accounting clerk is probably a name that a lot of people could recognize. You know, financial clerk, when you think of finance, my students, I don't offer the banking area. My students, when they think of finance, they think of banking for some reason. So I don't know, but Cynthia, you offer some banking curriculum, don't you?
Yes, and we have the Tinker Federal Credit Union that's in alignment with this program.
Okay.
The Tinker Federal Credit Union, they've hired several of my students full-time for banking.
And it's hard because the whole cluster is a finance cluster, but if we're focusing on just the accounting pathway, you know, I like the term accounting clerk and accounting associate, but you know, I haven't changed it this year. But
instead of full charge bookkeeper, you like accounting associate better?
I mean, I think it kind of describes what the courses are, but either way.
Well, I'm just jumping on board, Tracy, and I appreciate everything that you're suggesting here. Accounting associate, okay.
Yeah.
So Tracy, I'm sure that you understand the sequence of courses. So are the 4 clusters correct to you?
The different pathways.
Yeah, pathways, I mean, yeah.
Yes, that's what we've offered in the past. I don't offer all of those pathways, but
of course. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I've noticed, aside from the banking services, Tracy, is that when really what happens is when the students complete the real outstanding students, or when they come back because they had to take math, you know, under financial clerk, so they generally come back to finish up the accounting book. So I said, okay, you're here now, so why not just jump into the next one, which is payroll accounting, and just add, you're simply adding computerized accounting and payroll accounting. So I'm saying they can get 2, they can really finish up, they come back a second year, and they can get 2 certifications, you know, one for financial clerk and then one for payroll accounting.
I've done that as well. Yeah.
It's worked, but it all falls under the umbrella of accounting associate / full charge bookkeeper. You know what I'm saying is full charge bookkeeper covers these first 3 career majors. So if you complete the first 3 career majors, you've essentially completed the full charge bookkeeper. And I think it's great because it just slides them right over, and I get to keep them I get to keep them longer, instead of saying, oh, you're back to finish up, you know, financial clerk, you may go now, but you know.
Yeah, a lot of my students will do the same thing, especially I have them 2 years, they'll finish 2 career majors. So
yeah.
So I think what my office wants to know is, are any of these sequences need to be reviewed or new areas developed? That's the 2 questions that
Well, Tracy, and I'm disrespecting you, Pamela. I'm just asking Tracy a question.
Sure.
But Tracy, on the in the sequence for accounting associate, the first thing we have listed, we know the students all have to take fundamentals of technology, or they've taken it at their high school. Then ODCTE here lists accounting 1 first, whereas on my sheet here, it's listed as fundamentals of administrative technologies 1. They have that further down the road. Which one are you doing first, Tracy?
I get them in accounting as soon as I can. So I do that before admin tech 1.
Okay,
Mhm.
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because the students are excited about starting accounting, and they're like, that's the career major I wanted. I didn't want to, start with Word and basic computers, but
And office procedures and yeah.
and
Okay.
it's so detailed at 17 chapters for accounting one. So
So Pamela, looks like I mean I'm all in for I'm with Tracy on that. Boy, I got them all signed up for NGL Sync accounting online, but I started them because of the sequence here. I started them on Fundamentals of Technology, Administrative Technologies 1, and the new students, they haven't jumped into accounting yet, the new ones. So yeah, although I have them signed up for it, I haven't got them into that online accounting yet. But I think that's a great idea. Keeping it the way you see it there, pretty much, Pamela.
Okay, so this is all good.
Now the
Mhm.
computerized accounting, that's the QuickBooks. Then do you go with that one next, Tracy? What do you think?
After accounting one,
That's the QuickBooks.
yeah, it could be after accounting one. I don't always stick to that same schedule. It kind of depends on the students, if they're here half day or all day. But between payroll and computerized accounting, it could be either or, you could do one or the other, but I think that schedule is fine. So,
Leaving the fundamentals of its administrative technologies 1 and 2 there
towards the end.
at the very end, or
Yeah.
just kind of blending it along the way.
A lot of times I always say I kill two birds with one stone. My students get bored sometimes with one course if they're there all day long. And I want them to have an option if they get stuck in some curriculum and I'm not available. So I usually have my students take two courses at a time. But
Okay, I'm with you on that. I'm perfectly with you on that as well. But I was just
especially,
wondering about the sequence there,
yeah.
per se. What's that additional course options, math of finance? What's that about there at the end in gray?
Well, a couple years ago, remember they had that offered they had made a change with the accounts receivable, accounts payable, and they made that a required course. And I wasn't real happy with that. I don't know where that came from. I guess one of the advisory groups, but so now they're saying that's not a required course, but it is optional.
Yeah.
I think it was included just for a couple years.
Yeah, I wasn't here 2 years ago. This is
Yeah. Okay.
this is kind of a full year for me. March, March, everything shut down.
Yeah.
So I'm
we
still
lost
trying to get on board here.
Well, Tracy, if you will give me your
Okay.
thoughts with of course Cynthia's comments about this, then you can email all these notes to me.
Okay.
So do y'all want to discuss this any further?
Well, the only thing and I'm not an expert in this area, and I attended a Rose State College advisory board meeting a couple weeks ago in the accounting department, and this was brought up, and I brought it up at my advisory board meeting, is the deal with data analytics. And I know Carrie talked about that earlier. They're saying we're just data analytics is going to change everything that we do. And Carl Wasserleben with Direct, he's the over half of the state here in Oklahoma with TFCU. He said, we're just at the tip of the iceberg with data analytics. It's going to be able to tell us what our customers need and how we can service them and help them before they even recognize it. So, and I talked to Trisha Blackmeyer. She's an accounting advisor instructor at Rose State. That was brought up at her meeting as well. Her advisory team, some CPAs on there, said, yes, we need to start incorporating, maybe not a full course, but we need to start incorporating some training and material on data analytics. So,
okay. So you're saying data analytics may need to be added to this finance cluster?
Yes.
Under
that's
which
what
one?
And I don't know. I'm not the expert yet. I wish I could tell you where it fits in, but I just think
Okay.
we're going to have to do some more research to see how that's impacting these pathways.
Okay.
Have you heard much on it, Cynthia?
Gosh, data analytics, that's a new term for me right
Okay.
now, period.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically, to me, it's kind of taking data, the numbers from surveys and seeing, where people are, what they're doing online, tracking their movements online. What are they wanting? What are they looking for? And taking that information, that data, and making it available. Basically trying to fit your consumer or your customer's needs is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Watching
Is
what
that
they're doing
something
online.
is that something that under the finance cluster we would actually be in our area?
Well, that's
I mean, how does that relate to payroll accounting, computerized accounting?
how they're spending money. I don't know. And I don't know that it fits in those two areas, but the Carl with TFCU said, tracking their spending habits, their people's savings habits. What, how are they spending their money? What are they, what interest rate are they receiving on their investments? So it may not fit into some of the accounting courses, but 2 CPAs with Rose State's advisory board said, told Tricia, that's something she probably needs to be considering, is how to add that into her curriculum at Rose State. And she teaches, they do offer some finance, but they teach a lot of accounting. They have an accounting degree plan, it's Associates of Applied Science in Accounting.
So your advisory team did they offer any resources?
No, not really.
Any already developed curriculum for the data analytics?
No,
Well,
they didn't. And we weren't on there too long. It was on a Zoom meeting, and it's hard through Zoom. But Carl Wasserleben was the main one that had brought that up. And I just came out and asked him. I said, I was at Rose State's advisory meeting last week, and this was brought up. What do y'all think? Are you utilizing this in your industry, in your field yet? And they're not really utilizing it yet, but they can see that it's coming. The way he talked, it's going to be a game changer. That was his probably exact words. It's going to be a game changer. So, like,
okay, so
Terry
if you want to, yeah,
talking about that to us, saying, that's one of the future technology areas that we need to maybe focus on.
okay.
And I'm not an expert, but I just think we need to start probably talking to these experts and seeing where is it going to fit into our pathways.
Yeah, and that's what this is good for, that maybe you might recommend that we get a committee together.
Okay.
Regarding data analytics, and Kathy can work with you on that, and
Okay.
get a committee together, talk about, do we need to add data analytics, and then we can do that for y'all.
Okay.
Get that together.
Thank you.
Okay, so can we move on to syllabi?
Oh yes, most
My next
definitely.
thing is I'm supposed to cover syllabi.
Please, let's do, because
Okay.
that's
Okay, I'm going to close out this sequence of course because it's a PDF. Can you still see my screen?
yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to go back to curriculum myself. Just going to click curriculum again. And curriculum and programs. And I'm really, if you click on curriculum, there's syllabi right there. I'm going to keep scrolling down, and there's a yellow folder, and it's syllabi.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wait till y'all get here. You let me know.
Oh, whoa. I did see that. Hang on.
Yeah. right
Syllabi.
below, yeah.
Okay, I've clicked on syllabi.
Okay, I'm clicking on syllabi. Then
Yes,
we want to click on the yellow folder, finance.
got it. Okay.
Now, you all are familiar with these. What Kathy has in her notes, is there any syllabi that need updating? And she asked about personal finance.
Personal finance. I'm not familiar with the personal finance one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if that doesn't pertain to either of you all, then I don't want to discuss it.
Yeah, I do not teach personal finance.
Okay.
I know it is a requirement for graduating seniors, at the high schools. Our high schools are offering personal finance
Well,
at our feeder schools.
would we want to look at it, or is that a K-12 thing?
I think that's something probably, I don't know that technology centers are offering that. I think it's a
Okay.
K-12.
Okay. Do y'all use the syllabus out here, or were you aware it's here?
Yeah.
I am, and I'm, we have to do our individual personal, it's called an IPEP. And that's what I'm working on right now, is updating or going over that syllabi for for each one of these career majors, because the teacher before, her name's all on there, and then we went from Brain Bench to Talent Central. I mean, it just needs updating.
Okay.
But if we could go to accounting one real quick,
Sure.
especially while we have Tracy online here. Tracy, what? Yes, there we are. See, go over there. If you'll look down through there for accounting one, if you'll scroll down through there, this is what I'm needing to do. This is awesome. And so for SHL Talent Central, see, there's accounting. Those are the three that I'm requiring. Well, actually the two that I'm requiring at the bottom down there, accounting one, where it says yes. See that, what are you doing, Tracy? What are you doing for that we had Brain Bench there? We no longer we've
Yeah. I'm using the State Department Career Tech test, the accounts payable clerk, accounts receivable clerks right now.
Exactly. And
I wasn't impressed with Brain Bench, and I was kind of scared to go back to those exams. They were outdated, I felt like. And
exactly.
Career Tech tests were free, and I'm already paying quite a bit of money with Certiport, with students that do computerized accounting and QuickBooks, and then all the Microsoft Office specialists. So
you didn't give, which is fine. You haven't tried the new SHL.
No, I have not.
Understand.
Well, I guarantee you will, if you weren't impressed with Brain Bench, which we weren't either. They weren't updating, they weren't doing a whole lot. SH Talent is a joke.
Well, no, yeah.
I mean, it is a joke.
And we were talking about looking at the precision exams, and I just, didn't do that because I put quite a bit of money and effort into the Microsoft.
We're spending tons of money, and we're not getting what we're paying for at all. I promise you. I mean, we're spending thousands.
Tracy, do you use these syllabuses, or at least part of
Yes,
them?
I do take that as a template. I like these as a template, and then I've kind of modified a little bit of it.
Okay. I always did too. It's great.
But Pamela, yes, this is going to help me out a great deal.
Good, Cynthia. So so I'm going to close this and go back to my screen.
And how soon can I get the recording for this?
Well, I don't know. That's up to Carrie whether she will send it to you, and then Paxton.
Or have a link where I can go just kind of go back over this,
Paxton packs it together, or whatever you do to get it out. But I'll tell her you want it. Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell her you want it. Okay. So off the top of your head, you guys don't, looking at these syllabi, you don't know if, oh yeah, there's one that really needs to be updated.
Well, I think really the banking financial services needs to be updated, you know.
Okay, okay, let's look at
Period.
that real quick. I'm gonna open it. Banking,
Okay.
financial services or?
Yes,
Okay.
that's one
Okay.
of the courses on my career major, under the career major.
Okay,
And what I need to do is take the State Department, what I'm seeing here, and compare it with the one that I'm actually using. That's part of my IPEP. What we're talking about now is so on target for where I am with my administrators,
great,
directors.
great.
And so for me to, I just know it needs updating. So, but I would need to compare.
Okay, okay. And so Tracy will put that in our notes that you,
Felt needs to be updated.
yeah, because I doubt that they've been updated lately. We did a lot of formatting on them, but I don't know about updating. Okay, then the next thing I need to talk about is just a reminder. So I'm going to go back out to teacher resources myself, and that Fundamental of Tech has been updated, and that make sure you're using the updated syllabus and study guide. So under curriculum, y'all may know where Fundamental of Tech is. Syllabi, and then Fundamental of Tech, new Fundamentals of Technology syllabi is right there.
Okay.
Where did you go to get that again one more time?
Okay, I went under syllabi again. If you can get back to all the syllabi.
Yes.
Just click on the syllabi. And then
oh, okay, I see
bottom,
it. I see it.
There's the new Fundamentals of Tech. And it has a new test. And but you had to let Tracy, you had to let Kathy know whether you wanted to use the old one or not. But we're hoping everybody's moving to the new one.
Well, the problem with moving to the new one is just trying to keep above water with all the things that are going on around us, especially when they keep telling us we're in this together, but yet they want us to be on point with everything.
Yeah, and we're going to have a new, make sure you're using the new updated syllabus and study guide from ODCTE if you're using their new exam. And,
okay.
And of course the exam isn't out there because y'all can't get to the exam.
Yeah.
But we do put a study guide out there, and I'm sorry, it must not be out there yet.
I started to say, is it, when you say study guide, it's the ones like the booklets that they've had for accounting services, and they have one for the financial or the fundamentals of technology previously, the old one. I haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah, I don't think the new one's out there yet.
Okay. And I haven't migrated over to the new course syllabus for the new fundamentals of technology. I had a friend of mine that teaches at Middale Technology. You probably know Teresa Thompson. She teaches the accounting area there at Middale.
Be here.
She was supposed to, yeah. Teresa Thompson and Carla Dame teaches some of the administrative, and they had asked me, they emailed me and asked what I was doing with the new fundamentals of technology. They said they haven't migrated to that yet either. And I said, you know, I have to have some time to look at it and kind of process and get my curriculum together before I can just jump in at the last minute. I didn't feel comfortable.
They had, you know, a committee meet, and fundamentals tech had not been updated in years.
Yes.
So, I'm sure it's much better, but there was about 6 teachers who chose to stay with it just this year. You can't stay with it next year.
Okay.
You have to move to the new one next year.
We have to move to the new what? I'm sorry, I had to
Fundamentals of Tech next year.
Okay, got it.
You have the old one won't be out there next year.
And you say there's going to be a study guide for the new Fundamentals of Tech?
Yes.
And then there's a new test that ODCTE is going to have available, but it's not available right now?
Right.
So who were we supposed to notify that we wanted to use the old test?
Kathy McNabb.
Okay, I don't think I emailed her, so.
Okay, and we have all of that in Monday Madness, you guys. Do you
Okay.
all get Monday Madness?
Yes, I think I remember reading it, and it was probably on my to-do list. And
You know, I do that every Monday. Carrie and I
Yeah,
work
I like-
hard on that. And
I like those.
so that's where everything is. And
Okay.
then I wanted to show you guys.
Is there an archive of Monday Madness?
Yes, let's go there. If you go back to teacher resources, I uploaded every week to out here. And are you right here with me?
Uh-huh.
If see right there on your top left, BMITE newsletter,
Newsletter.
Got it.
click on it. And then there's BMITE newsletters, click on it again. Scroll down to Monday Madness Communications. Here's 2019, 2020, Monday Madness. And then there by date. So back in September, Kathy was saying to notify her somewhere in September, probably. So they're by date ordered.
Okay, I think I remember seeing that, and that was.
And you
somehow
can
I
email
remember.
her today, you know.
Okay.
You know, I doubt that, you know, we don't tell anybody no. So, but we do need to hear from you if you still want to use the old one. So did you find the newsletters, Cynthia?
Yes, yes.
Great, great.
Okay.
Okay,
And,
so
and
my-
you're
ahead.
recommending we go to September. You think it's around September?
About Kathy and the old fundamentals. Okay, but you don't have to go to it.
Just email her.
Telling you, email Kathy.
If you're gonna use, did you use the old one last year, the fundamentals of tech?
I'm sure I did.
Because they would want to make the old test available to you.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
because the new one's not going to match the test.
Yeah, the new test.
They got with our testing division and wrote all new questions.
Revamped it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So our students, wouldn't be passing that test more than likely if we're not
More
teaching
than
it.
likely, yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay,
Wonderful.
good thing. Okay, then the next thing is, are there any testing resources or textbooks that need to be added to our syllabi? I
Well-
think that's a loaded question.
It's very loaded, which is like I said, why I'm going to need to go to every one of the related syllabus. The syllabi, and I'm going to have to. So that's loaded. Yeah.
Now, Cynthia was singing the praises of what you told her, Tracy. Is that on our syllabi? What you're using with Cengage?
The NPL Sync.
Can you go back and let's look at that together? I don't think it was. I think I revamped. I think it was listed as a resource at the end, but is that what you mean? Is it listed as a resource?
Yes, yes.
I think it did say something about it at the end.
Okay, so I'm going to go down to syllabi.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to finance again. And then which one?
Look at accounting 1 again. Okay. And I think it said something about Cengage.
Okay. Required testing, Certiport, precision. Okay, down here, textbooks.
It has the corresponding textbook to go with it, but it doesn't have, and that's the book, Century 21 Accounting, General Journal, 10th edition. Actually, the newest edition is now the 11th edition. I still use the 10th edition, but they have 11th edition out now, so we may want to update that. But what they're doing is they're using a, they call it electronic workbook papers. That's what Cengage calls it, and it's integrated with Cengage MindTap. So it basically, instead of having a manual workbook, you now have an electronic workbook that connects or works with Century 21 Accounting General Journal. So do you think we need to list that? Probably.
I think so.
Otherwise, teachers may not know about it unless
Exactly. I sure don't know. I mean, this
you
is
wouldn't
new
have
to me.
known by looking at that. Yeah. And again, I would list it too with accounting too as well.
Yes.
Okay, so Tracy,
You
put
want me
that
to
in your
add that?
notes and send me, just in your
Okay.
notes, say what we ought to update it to.
Okay.
And then we'll go and update at least these two, or I don't know how they update syllabus, whether they call a committee or what, but
Okay.
I'll just pass the word on to Kathy and Carrie. But it looks like resources needs updating for accounting 1 and 2.
Yes. I would say we need to add that so they know that it's available. But and it does have an e-textbook with it. So you don't necessarily have to use the paper textbook that's
Okay.
listed, but that same textbook, Century 21 Accounting, is also available in the electronic format along with your Cengage
Okay.
MindTap. So
Well, they've been
No.
updated to a certain degree because they've got SHL.
yeah,
Tracy, have you ever been on a committee where you updated syllabuses?
it's been many years ago,
Okay.
but I would say at least probably 7 years ago.
Is it
Wow.
syllabuses or is it it's syllabi, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry.
syllabi is a plural, and
Yeah.
syllabus means one. The bus
Oh,
means
yeah.
one.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, no way would they intend for us to go through every
One of these.
syllabus.
We would be here for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So you'll make a note of that. Okay. Then the next thing,
But before you go further, because we're still under accounting 1, the syllabus here, see, that's what I'm saying. The students this morning were pointing out, Ms. Samuels, and to Tracy as well. They're saying, see where it says, I said, well, okay, since you didn't do well, to the students this morning, since you didn't do well on accounts payable or receivable, you only got through to chapter 17 and you're under financial clerk. They're saying, Ms. Samuels, it's not fair for us to have to go over and take the ODCTE accounts payable clerk and accounts receivable clerk. It's not fair to have it here for accounting 1 when you go to accounts payable, accounts receivable, which is the one you deleted, Tracy. They still haven't had a computerized accounting or the accounting 2. So I'm saying we're asking them to go take these certifications tests too soon under financial clerk.
For the State Department test?
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Let's see.
I can't hear you.
Oh, I can hear.
Uh-oh.
Okay, can you hear me? I'm on unmute. No?
I can't hear you.
I can hear you, Cynthia and Tracy.
Did you lose your sound, Tracy?
No, I can hear Pam and I can hear you both. And
Pamela, can you say anything?
I can hear you.
I don't know what happened. I've lost my sound.
Oh no.
But you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, but do you see what shake your head. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying we're offering those certifications too soon for financial clerk / accounting clerk.
Which ones? These right here, or are you talking about these up here? These or these?
I don't know what happened.
Can you check your connection, your speaker connection? Are you on a laptop?
Okay, you're welcome. Sound, same as this microphone. Test the speaker.
Yes, you might check that.
Oh, now I can hear you.
Okay, good.
What?
I said, I agree. There's, and I've ran into this with the BPA test as well. So when my students go to test in the accounting event, there's a couple things on those tests that are not covered in the first 17 chapters.
And the students were saying this morning, it's not fair, to be tested over something that they haven't even been exposed to yet.
Yeah, so that might be something we have to make some changes. I'm not familiar with what's on the Talent Central. They used Brainbench used to give us study guides.
Exactly. Talent Central, unless you're
Doesn't do
hiding
that?
it from us, they're not giving that to us.
Okay.
Let me grab,
The career tech test, they do offer those study guides. It's under accounting services. But do you see right here on the accounting one syllabus, Pam, that QuickBooks certified user that's right up here at the top where it says certified?
Yes,
I don't think that really belongs there under
Okay.
accounting one. I think that one that needs to go with computerized accounting, and I'll make that suggestion.
Great.
Cynthia, did
oh,
you see, why are you gonna make your students test in QuickBooks after accounting one? I think they need to wait until they had computerized accounting.
exactly. That shouldn't be there either.
Yeah.
I don't know who did that, but that
Yeah.
just shouldn't be there.
Yes, I think so too. But I don't know what's on the Talent Central accounts payable and accounts receivable and data entry exams.
Well, I do know that it's not, it's beyond, the questions they're asking is beyond, it's more in line with accounts payable, accounts receivable, meaning the students should have had at least the computerized accounting and the accounting 2 before they're being required to take either of those.
So it looks like, Kathy might need to grab, some committees and y'all
evaluate those.
syllabi. Yeah, and make those changes. But
I can write that down that we'd like to have a committee to evaluate the Talent Central exams.
Yes. Oh,
Is that what you would like, Cynthia?
Yeah.
Yes, and I'd like to be on the committee with you,
Okay.
Tracy, if you're going
Okay.
to.
And to update, some syllabi.
Okay.
Syllabi that you're familiar with or you use.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So that's good. So the next thing we need to move on would be professional development. And while you're thinking about it a minute, I'm gonna call up something here that I think I've got to get over here.
Tracy, is there any way, I need to close that out. Is there any way for us to align better with the BPA contest, along the syllabus line, if you know what I'm trying to ask? Because after they get through the curriculum for the particular career major, I don't know that they're, if I have them truly ready to go compete,
Yes, the only thing that I know to do is I print off those, when you go to the BPA national website and you go to the WASP,
the
WASP,
WASP,
the WASP that I think you can get it on the Oklahoma BPA site as well. But print off those guidelines, and I tell my students it has suggestions of things we need to know for that exam, and there'll be a couple things on that suggestion list that we haven't covered from maybe chapters 1 through 17. So to prepare them, I have them find that material in their accounting book, and it may be in chapter 20 or chapter 19, and they haven't got to that because that's part of accounting too, that we go over that before they go to contest, or they do an individualized study on that material. So don't just assume that, they finished accounting 1, they're going to be ready to go for that competition, that fundamental of accounting exam. And again, they do the test, the online, the objective test there at your site. Mine go to my career resource center, the testing center, and they have to score in the top 20 to be able to go to round 2 for the fundamental of accounting events. So, but make sure you look at those, print off those guide sheets. I think that's what they're called. there's a name for them, but it's an outline of what's expected for those contest events.
Okay.
It's in the WhatsApp though.
Okay.
So the next thing that Kathy asked me to share is, this was in Monday Madness 2 weeks ago, is this Oklahoma Society of CPAs.
Well, excuse me a moment. Did you skip the professional development? Because
That's what I'm getting ready to talk about.
oh my gosh, I'm supposed to be on Zoom with my students right now from 11:45 to 12 o'clock. I'm taking attendance.
Oh,
my
okay.
goodness, yeah.
Oh, well, we
She
will
has
miss
to
you.
do Zoom. I don't have to do Zoom. My students are coming 5 days a week, so.
Okay.
But
Well, Kathy wanted me to mention the Oklahoma Society of CPAs.
I can
And
get their emails.
Okay, that they offer virtual classroom presentations. And just wanted to make sure y'all are aware of this, Ppd Opportunities.
Yes, I signed up for one coming up, I think the 1st of November. So I do get their emails, and that really valuable resources. I'm wanting to reach out to them to see about getting a guest speaker.
Yes.
A CPA to do like a virtual Zoom with my classroom.
Yes.
But Cynthia, if you're not familiar with OSCPA,
I'm not.
Yeah, I can try to send you one their emails. Or you can go to their website. They have lots of valuable resources.
Yeah, and this was in Monday Madness that we sent out. So I just called up Monday Madness.
Okay.
For you.
There's you see the blue link right there in the middle of her screen, members?
Okay, I'm sorry. Metro Technology Centers, Ms. Samuels. Hello? Okay, if they can't get me on Zoom, they have to email me, they have to call me.
Your phone's gonna be ringing. Yeah, you may have to go then, huh?
Well, not really. I have several students in the classroom, so I'm Zooming. We're doing all that.
Okay. So this was part of my PD that I wanted to talk to y'all about, was that. So that was the first one. And then I wanted to ask you, do you know of a PD you want us to try to get, and when should it be offered?
Okay, I'm back.
She wanted to know about any personal development that we know of, and when should it be offered?
I mean, do you like before school, noon, after school?
Personal development?
Yes.
Professional development.
Oh, professional development.
Yeah, professional, yeah. I would say probably lunchtime varies for different schools, so that probably wouldn't work. Probably after school would be best.
Say like around 2:30?
2:30 to 3.
2:30 to 3.
Starting about that time.
Okay, you put that down in your notes, Tracy.
Okay.
That's nice. Then, are you all aware of all the resources we have out on CTU? I mean, we just got tons of them. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to teacher resources. And these two areas have everything out there. And I'm going to click on professional development. And then PD workshops and training. And then this section right here that I'm hovering over is what Christy Lofton has put out there since COVID.
I use that a lot, the 4th 9 weeks, and through the summer I've looked at it. So there's a lot. She did a great job. There's lots of resources here.
There's lots of resources out there. So we want y'all to know about that. And then I'll go back. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What do you use a lot, Tracy?
What Christy put out here, when we went to Zoom meetings through 4th 9 weeks in the summer, I kind of looked into her teacher resources that lots of valuable information right
there
under distance learning resources. So Cynthia, if you haven't looked at that, there's quite a bit of stuff there. I haven't utilized all of it, but there's I mean, she went above and beyond and put lots of valuable stuff out
Well,
there.
good. And if you scroll on down to resources alphabetical, oh my goodness, there's
Yes.
thousands out here. On the
Mm-hmm.
right-hand
There's the stuff
side.
about under the very first one, that right there, the AI CPA. There's
Oh, yes, right there.
Mhm.
AI in high school, yeah. So there's a lot
And
of
that,
accounting stuff.
yeah, that, see how they have the APLIA, the online working papers. You can use it by itself, or it's integrated with the accounting curriculum in Cengage. So,
CTU
but
is just valuable, so valuable.
it really is.
Well, the APLIA, you and I talked about, yeah, so it grades it for them, the assignments, the activities.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm familiar with the APLIA, the online working papers, yes.
And Cynthia, there's a group, and I know Carrie DeMuth brought up the business group on Facebook, which Teresa Thompson told me about the accounting one, and I joined it on social media on Facebook, and it's called, it may not be listed under these resources, but it's called Accounting High School Teachers. So I've got some good ideas and resources. They share photos and post and videos and like files with us. But they've got lots of valuable resources there on that Facebook group too, called Accounting High School Teachers.
So the social media in particular is Facebook?
Yeah, that one. And I don't know if she had it on her resources, but it's under Facebook.
And who's the one who put that together? What's the name?
It's just called Accounting High School Teachers.
That's okay. And it's on Facebook. It's a
Yeah,
group I can join.
it's a group.
A group to join. Okay.
Yeah. I can invite you right now. Okay.
Please invite me.
Okay. You're on Facebook right now?
Yes, I'm on Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm not. You want me to log on?
No, I'm just going to look for your name, Cynthia.
Cynthia Samuels. Cynthia Wyche, W-Y-T-C-H. Cynthia Wyche Samuels, W-Y-T-C-H. Facebook.
Yeah, I just sent it to you. I found you here.
Okay.
So I sent you an invite, so you'll get some good resources there probably.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Tracy, don't hesitate to send me
anything that I come across. Okay.
Yes, or any recommendations for an advisory. I'm supposed to have an advisory meeting here, and I haven't touched on that yet. And I've got to come up with the time and date and give that to my administrators as well.
Okay.
If you have any suggestions on who I might, add.
Okay. You have.
And I also wanted to tell you all that Carrie's strongly, and she mentioned it at the end of her hot topics a while ago, this MBA conclave. It just happened, but she's on the board, and it's just incredible. She really encourages y'all to join. I think the membership's about 300 and something a year. She's the only member in our office, but she wanted me to mention that to you. And then, do any of y'all teach entrepreneurship?
We have a special teacher that does that. It's strictly for high schoolers. Okay.
And she mentioned that at the end a while ago, so I won't mention it again. And then she's also encouraging everyone that there's an alliance built out there that's regarding the business administration degree, which is the #1 college degree out there.
Yeah. Our state has one.
And it covers, business marketing, entrepreneurship, and hospitality and tourism. But we've also, the alliance includes BPA, FBLA, DECA, and NASB, ACTE, and NBEA. So that's quite an alliance. That is something new, I guess, out there.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. So
that's a good thing. She's excited.
Is that
about.
Is that under the teacher resources as well for the business administration and management?
I will have to ask about
Double
that,
check on
Tracy.
that. Okay.
I honestly don't know. So you want to
Okay.
just know where anything about that is at?
Yeah, because I'm not really familiar with that, but,
Okay.
and I've gone to the MBA conclave. It's been probably 10 to 12 years ago, which is an awesome conclave, you know, curriculum, networking. I'd like to go to those. I know with COVID, our administration's not letting us go anywhere or take students anywhere, but
Well,
Right.
this was all virtual.
it was virtual this year and I did not get to sign up.
Yeah.
It with school starting and stuff, you know, and we had,
You can't do
crazy.
everything, can you?
yeah, it's a
Cannot-
blended schedule. Some trying to stay caught up with all the students. I didn't get to sign up for it, but I wish I would have.
Well, that's everything on my agenda. Do you all want to say anything or ask anything or your needs? Or?
My mind kind of went south, which it does that quite a bit. What is it that you didn't get caught up with, Tracy? You didn't get a chance to connect with?
I really wanted to attend this MBA conclave, Cynthia.
Okay.
They don't have a whole bunch in accounting and finance, but they do have some, but they have a lot in the business administration, the management areas, entrepreneurship. But it's a neat conference, and being that it was virtual this year, I really should have took advantage of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean on that. Okay, well, Pamela, you've done an excellent job getting us through the agenda.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. It's everything that I really needed I really needed to be in this meeting.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate you joining and being on board, Cynthia, and I can tell you're passionate and you care a lot and you want to learn. And
Absolutely.
sounds like you've got a great Tracy is a good
Well,
mentor.
I'm still learning too, and I learn from you as well. So that's what it takes, a village, right? And we're all learning from each other. So
Okay, ladies. Well, Tracy, you just send me those when you have time.
I'll
And,
type those up.
we don't go back to a big meeting or anything. We can just leave from here.
Okay.
Stacy, Tracy, would you mind CCing me for Pamela on the notes?
On the notes. Okay. What is your email, Cynthia?
Cynthia.samuels@metrotech.edu. I'd appreciate that greatly. It'll help me communicate better to my directors as to what my IPEP and, you know, so much goes on in my mind at one time that when I'm trying to communicate with them and trying to let them know this is what I really need to be doing.
Yes. And so it helps to have this in writing to refer back to. So
yes,
hopefully I didn't miss anything, but if you notice anything that I missed, let me know and I can edit the notes. But
okay.
I'll try to get that done.
I appreciate you taking notes too, Tracy.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
okay, ladies.
Okay, well, Pamela, don't forget, if you can get the recording on this, I'd like to go back through it.
Okay, I sure will. Sure will.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Take
bye-bye.
care. Have a great year.
Bye. You
Bye.
too.